All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pirate 101 campaign. This is our amazing background music, so that way we can hear the story of what happened from Maxwell himself.
Or at least the voice of Maxwell. Okay, so this is gonna be garbage. Here we go. Uh, okay, the first thing I have written down is Quinn's last name is 50 and Max shoots a bird. Uh, Kane, the first clockwork, controls Valencia, aka the Armada, and Deacon is his spy master. We go to Max's house to rest, and Jiggins mows the lawn. Bonnie comes and meets us at 4 a.m., and she gives us money and shows us where Skull Island's other storm gates are. She also tells us a little bit of each of the other planes. Um, we start heading for Mushu, and we take advantage of a Marlebonian holdup at the Mushu storm gate and go right through it, which will come back to bite us later. Um, we exchange one of our favors with One-Eyed Jack to throw off the Armada so that they don't follow Quinn. Quinn's birthday happens, but he doesn't mention it. We arrive in Hamamitsu Mushu and learn that there are rules there. Namely, don't be an issue, don't traverse the skyways, you're here for trade or travel, and Mushu has the right to imprison you if it feels like it. We learn that we need paperwork to get out of Mushu, but we don't have any since the security was too slack and we weren't able to get any paperwork. We go into the tea shop and get some tea and pay a lot for the inn. Max finds a key in his tea over by the barrel in quotation marks. Uh, the key goes into a nearby keyhole and at the which opens up the bottom of the barrel, and we go down and find that there are rooms for us to stay in down there. Max is stubborn and lockpicks himself into someone else's room, thinking that it's his room, and then locks the door with his lockpicks and finds his room using the key, but then does not use the key and lockpicks his own room. We meet a Valencian unicorn guy named Rodolfo. Uh, he's from Valencia, and we learned that the unicorns were subjugated by the Armada. The Yakuza symbol is the horns and a hoof. They run the inn. They act like good guys, but they might not actually be good guys. Kane has a bunch of chess pieces as his dudes that work for him. Um, if we want to get paperwork from the Yakuza, we need to ask for the rates of T Terrace. However, we get our papers from Ambassador Lars uh, in exchange for a favor of us taking a letter to the headmistress of Pigswick or the Foreign Exchange. How's that for a garbage review recap?
I mean, it seemed pretty thorough to me. Go ahead and
Thorough
take
does
the
not equal good.
take the inspiration. I mean, I don't know. Might jog the memories of your fellow players. But yes, so you guys are more or less waking up in Mushu after getting through like the a good night's sleep, and you've bid Rodolfo adieu. What do you do now?
And we've also picked up our
Yeah, we also
paperwork from Lars, right?
Yeah, you got your stuff from Lars as well.
we head for Wisteria. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So your way out of Hamamitsu is going to be pretty fast. There's a road that goes northeast towards where the gateway of Wisteria is, and it will make things significantly faster. I suppose you guys have a map now, so I could just show you.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
I don't have to hide it anymore. As fun as that was.
Yeah, this map took a lot of work to get.
It did. So here is the map. So Hamamitsu itself is actually pretty big.
Oh wow. So we're surrounded by land. Okay.
Yeah, so Hamamitsu is 3 hexes big. It's a big place. These blue lines are the roads that the Mushins have made, so traversing to Hamamitsu is essentially easy terrain. You can spend 1 AP to go 2 tiles here instead of 1 for 1.
Good deal.
They're blue lines, huh?
They're blue lines. It's just because they contrast. And yeah, it cuts your travel time down pretty significantly.
See, so that's going to be 1.5 AP,
Yeah.
2.5, 3.5. Does this count as being on that difficult terrain land, or can we scooch by it?
You can scooch by it.
Okay. So I guess that's technically 4.5.
Yep.
All right. Are we pretty much safe here, or do we need to roll for encounter?
I think you guys are pretty safe here.
Yeah, probably ain't any pirates. Okay.
But yeah, so consume your rations.
Could I also get temporary restoration in my ritual book?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So consume a ration, and I'll do that.
All right. And then the next day we hit the storm gate.
Yep. So there's Mushu ships that patrol the storm gate, and event you approach one of them, and they board onto the ship and ask for your paperwork, which I assume you give them.
Yeah, we proudly give it over this time, like we had it the whole time.
Yeah, and they look it over and they say, do a few you assume magical things to it, like putting like certain like glasses up to their eyes and looking at it, and then they hand it back to you and say, your credentials are clear. Thank you for traveling through Hamamitsu.
Was there ever any doubt?
It doesn't say anything, he just goes back on his boat.
Well,
and with that, they pull up their gangplank, and then they circle past you. You're on the inside of like the little ring they form around the storm gate now, signifying that you have been inspected.
All right. We go.
Yeah. Quickly. No, just get out of paperwork land.
Get out of paperwork land. No one likes it here. All right, and with that, you guys once again go through into the spiral again. It's only been like 2 days since this. So the vast expanse opens before you. Behind you, you see Mushu again, although this time you probably see either A, the administration, the customs office, or B, the tea shop, depending on if the sour experience outweighs the beneficial one. And ahead of you is a new spiral arm, and before you is Wisteria, and for pretty much everyone, Pigswick Academy is what they end up seeing because that's what pretty much anyone really knows about it. They know there's other things there, but that's kind of like the hallmark of the world.
All right. Right.
Oh, right. So we've used how many so far?
Just one.
One.
Just
Yeah,
one.
you're about to go up on the second here
Okay.
as you continue forward. The first of these 6 days that you have to spend on the spiral arm, and unless anyone wants to do anything, the day will just roll over.
Well, now that I got last of the first level ritual spells in my book, I'll just put it to Phantasmal Force again.
All
Quinn
right.
will just work on his painting he started the last time they went through the spiral.
And Max is driving the boat.
All right. Now you must do the percentile roll for this next day. The relative safety of Mushu is no more.
$98. Hey, I
Ooh!
joined the 90+ club, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
gosh.
We always roll so good on the spiral for some reason so far.
Yeah, I know. So if you remember last time you went through this spiral, there was like this really great ornate tea set that Max accidentally shattered, and it seems like there is one of its brethren that seemed to have been fallen out on this side of the spiral that's floating there as well, and you can try to fish this one out too.
Oh, wowie!
Can we get within? Oh yes.
All right. Let's see how screwed I am this time. Oh, a 20.
All right, so you latch the hook on into the handle very nicely, and you reel it in, and you've got yourself some Oolong tea, which is pretty expensive. This is like, you can tell there's like the little hoof like near the crate that it was on. This was one of the Yakuzas, and there is probably about 200 golds worth of tea here.
Holy moly.
Like, it's pretty expensive stuff. It's like regal, really high quality stuff. I mean, again, you have like a lot of it. It's a whole crate.
All right. So what's the encumbrance for that?
I'd say probably one or two. Let's go with one.
Okay.
Put it in the boat.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, we have the room now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Right, and the day passes. Consume a ration.
That is ration 3.
All right. Next percentile day.
Okay, I got it. Who will get that elusive nat 100?
I don't know. We keep getting close, but never quite at it.
Ugh.
Oh, we're getting closer to the elusive one.
There's a
instead.
9 in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I got 999. Oh, 99 last time. Now I just got 9.
Does the T get blasted overboard?
Uh-oh.
What do they look like? Are they like fish or?
Admiral Max, evasive maneuvers. I don't want to get calamaried.
Okay. And he just kind of looks more intense as he's just piloting the boat in basically the exact same direction.
Oh yeah, they're big boys.
Wow, it's so pretty. Oh my.
Could we just, like, default him to Eldritch Blasting or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I think what we should do for him is just do average damage, so we're just not rolling for him. Just
Yeah.
That's a
speed
good
it
idea.
up.
yeah,
Initiative rolling.
Yep.
yeah.
Man, I have such a good initiative.
No, it's playing.
Yeah. Do you have it muted or something?
The bot's been muted. You didn't get to hear cool Mushu music, guys. That's funny.
Sonic's saying someone's mic is not picking up. I don't know whose, but there is a long silence.
I hear everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I hear everyone too. The
Is
question
OBS
is,
One of us
did
just quiet.
Streamlabs just not do things?
Whoever has the OBS up, is the bar going up when we talk?
Sonic says it's ice, he's pretty sure.
Did it mute yourself?
Man.
Confirmed, ice was the muted one.
They just dialed down really low or something. Dang. Out of all the people, it's the DM like
There we go.
telling us about what's coming and stuff.
I got it now. For some reason, the device got changed to a bunch of weird numbers that weren't even a real thing, so that's cool.
That's what happens whenever the game updates.
I didn't even update OBS, though.
Windows doesn't care.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair,
Happens
Windows did update.
Yeah, it happened. That happens to OBS every time I update. So be
Mad.
wary of that.
Okay, confirmed it's fixed.
Yep.
Cool.
I can see it actually as a bar now. Okay. Let me just...
Say hi to the audience, Ice.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Squids are coming at us as if you didn't catch that.
Yeah. Squids
Space
are coming.
squids.
Alright, so let's go move this over here. There we go. Now where's our little initiative button here? What?
Their name is Capture.
Oh, that's quite the name.
156 initiative.
No.
They are fast.
Zooming.
Yeah, I guess I can roll for Devin. He's got a -1. Wow.
And that's
He
12.
almost got the highest.
I can't believe somehow I'm the highest of our team.
Devin was almost tied with you.
Except this is a flat 12 or yeah. Wait, no, -1. You said okay. No.
He's just a little too slow.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's gonna be fun because these guys get to go first. Yeah, they've definitely spotted the boat, and more importantly, they've spotted you guys on it.
Hi.
As this first one, that's not what I want to do, but that's fine. Gets within range of Quinn, and
That's range? Oh no.
yeah, these things have range.
That's a long tentacle arm.
Yeah, except this first one is one of those weird ethereal ones, as it seems to reach for you more specifically towards your head. And Quinn, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh gosh. That's one of the things I'm not proficient at. Okay, my character sheet's weird. It says I have a oh no, I do because of the cloak. I forgot about that.
All right.
It doesn't matter. I failed.
Ooh. Yeah, no, this thing you feel grasps at your mind as it.
Actually, hold up. I'm gonna use lucky and reroll. That's okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Lucky.
There's one of my luckies. This is why we pick it up for saving throws. It's exactly the same, basically.
No. Yeah, unfortunately, that still fails, as this thing seems to take hold of your mind, and just you feel this pressure as Quinn, you're stunned, and now that you're stunned, it's going to make an attack with one of its actual tentacles.
Ooh. It's at advantage too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these things are a little nasty with that.
It's been a hot second since I've seen the stun condition.
Yeah.
Stunned is an
It's only
automatic
coming from a monk.
incapacitation, and attack rolls now have advantage as... does a 20 hit you?
A 20, I believe, is my AC.
Ugh,
Yes.
okay. So
that's a hit, right?
yep.
It's a crit.
No, that wasn't a nat 20. That was a.
Stunned creatures are always crit. If you
Oh
hit
right,
them.
yeah.
That's
paralyzed.
Oh yep. Thank you. All right. Well, as you are stunned, also, when you get hit by this thing, it grabs you, and you are grappled and now unfortunately restrained, taking.
Ooh, I don't get a save for the grapple.
Nope, because
Oh
you're
no, I
stunned.
auto fail because I'm stunned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Devin is here.
Oh, he is here. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you come to save the day? Because it's looking kind of sketchy right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
go in
dear.
the elevator.
And Quinn, you take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That's the first one. Second one.
Uh-oh. No!
Hey, Max.
Hi.
Same thing's happening to you. It's starting with one of these weird, astral tentacle things, and you are going to be making a wisdom save.
2 on that. Yeah, I do. Not like it'll matter. I know what's gonna happen. Oh, a nat 20.
Yeah, you're fine. This thing tried to grab at you and just... nothing really worked, so instead it's going to take the physical option. Which...
Captain never leaves his boat.
16. Does that hit?
Yes.
Alright. Well, it's going to be hitting you for... I rolled that wrong. Parser? There it is. 7 damage, and I want you to make a grapple contest. That is your
okay,
acrobatics or athletics.
7 damage.
Yes, 7 bludgeoning.
Hang on, let me write that down. Okay. Another nat 20.
Alright, you're fine. Yeah, no, this thing doesn't even remotely get a chance to grab you. You just slip your way past one of these things' tentacles, and though it did grab you, or it did hit you, it just didn't really get a good reach on you. Cats do seem to be liquid. And lastly... well, it's not really going to be able to do much, so it's going to take a dash action. As these things just kind of get to fly about. Excuse me, up there. And, that would be their turn. Quinn. You are
do I have
currently
to-
grappled and restrained.
Am I still stunned as well?
At this point, no.
Okay. So not stunned, but grappled and restrained. Got it. Oh boy. Can I try to chop my way free, or do I have to actually like bust my way out?
Okay, so... you could attempt to try to... let's see, if you want to make it like an attack at the thing that's currently grabbing you, I'll allow that, but it's probably going to be a bit harder, given you are restrained right now.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage, right?
There's actually... oh yeah, it is.
Because it's restrained, not
Yep.
just grappled.
Creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay, so an attack roll is good.
Yep.
Okay. Would the attack break the restrained if I land it, or no?
It might. It just might be a bit harder to land right now, though, as you're not really
then in that...
in range of the creature. But you could, attack this tentacle that has you grabbed.
Okay. Rather than attack it, then I'll just muscle my way out.
All right.
So I'll go for an athletics check.
Grapple contest. Okay.
Ooh, 23.
I don't. Ooh, it might be able to meet that at best. Nope, it did not. You have managed to free yourself.
Alright. Okay, I'm going to take my movement and I'm going to come by Ferris here. And then I'm going to bonus action tunnel fighter.
Well, before you made that move, you did try to get away from its range.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to just grab you right back. As... That definitely misses you. That's a 12.
Woo! Okay, then yeah, I'll stand by Ferris, and yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
That would
Funny
be
enough, Devin,
me.
it's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna risk the Oppie. I'm gonna move to... Actually, let me see. Yeah, to here.
Alright. Oppie coming your way. Oh my gosh. Natural 19, that's a 24.
You freaking kidding me? That is just barely too high for me to do anything about.
Ooh, okay. Well, in comes 12 damage, and I need you to make a grapple check.
Let's see.
Oh.
Doing some quick
I
math.
was trying to fly away.
Okay. Well, thankfully I am proficient in athletics.
Oak has some funny outlines.
Yeah, it
it's
does. I don't know
just-
why.
It's got invisible teeth. Maybe it'll bite him.
Dungeon scrawl doing weird things.
Okay.
And I got a 12.
Yeah, it got a 19.
Okay, so what's the limit of its reach?
Where were you at when you left?
I was, I believe,
Here, I think.
right
You were
here.
here, and then it's got a 15-foot range.
Okay, so it got me here.
All right.
Oh, I think I think this will work. I think this will work. I should have just gone to here. I could have avoided so much trouble if I'd just gone to here. Whatever. Action, Channel Divinity, Conquering Presence. I need all 3 of them to make Wisdom saving throws.
Okay, interesting. We'll do this from left, right, and then bottom. One, 16, and 7. So
Okay,
this
1 and
one
7
definitely
are
fails.
going to fail. They are frightened of me for 1 minute. They can repeat the save at the end of each of their turns to end the effect.
All right,
Oh, thank goodness.
Which ones are those?
these two.
Okay, that's I'm able to wombo combo that.
All right. However, this one is not frightened and still has you grappled and restrained at the moment.
Right. So be it. I will pass turn.
Okay. Max.
Okay,
You're
so if If Max turns the boat clockwise 90 degrees, it smacks into this one, will it let go of Devin?
It might end up knocking both of them out into the void if this doesn't go well.
Luckily, I made these things fly, but...
Alright, I'm assuming Devin does not want to get smacked out into the void.
That is probably a reasonable assumption, yes.
Alright. I'm gonna have to steady aim on this guy.
Okay.
Uh, 17 plus 6.
Yep, that definitely hits.
I had 3 or no? I'm still at 2d6, right? Yeah, I am. I checked. 16 piercing.
Alright. Shot lands, and it definitely recoils a little bit, but it still has Devin currently in its grasp. As far as our little counter, there it is. You said how many points? 16? Nice, okay. Just double check if I'm missing anything. I am not. Alright. Ferris. Unless...
Alright.
No, wait, that would have been your bonus and main action,
Yep.
right? Okay.
And I can't move, so.
Right. Okay, yep. Ferris, you're up.
Alright, so first I'm gonna try and get rid of these ones that Devin frightened. So I'm going to start my turn by quickening Mind Sliver on the one close to Max.
Oh, okay. That's,
Intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Oh my gosh. 13.
That fails. So it's going to take a d6 of psychic damage. And the next saving throw it does, it 6 psychic damage.
Nice. Pretty cool.
And the next saving throw it does, it's basically an anti-bless.
Okay.
It rolls a d4 and minus that. So then, with my Fey touched ability, I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers and twin it on this one and this one.
Okay.
That'll cost 1 sorcery point.
Dissonant Whispers is another save.
Yes, this is going to be a wisdom, I believe.
Correct.
Yeah.
Alright. So, rolled that first one. Oh, that's an 18. And then the other one, I just rolled a d4 after the fact and subtract that?
Yeah.
Okay, oh. Ah, unfortunate. 18 and 17.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
sorry, man. I rolled really high on both those saves.
Well, it still takes half of, what's the damage on Dissonant Whispers before I look?
3d8.
3d8, okay. Half of that in psychic damage. So 5 psychic damage.
Okay.
It's 3d6, but yeah, none of those were higher than 6, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I guess I didn't use it enough as Renewal to remember.
Alright. Well, it's their turn again, and both these guys seem to be frightened to Devin, so... Ugh. I mean, I assume they're taking their max movement to get away, so... Wait, look. I need to zoom out a little bit so I can actually do this proper. Noom. Did I have that right?
Yeah.
Man, Doc, you really did come in at the right time to save our bacon.
There they go.
It can go 5 more feet.
The real question is, can they repeat the save?
Yes, they can.
Okay. Let me just roll for these guys real quick, because that was a whiz save.
I mean, if they fail that, I don't think they're coming back in time.
Oh my gosh! They got a 2 and a 1.
Wow.
Schizo dice today.
However, this other one still has you grabbed, Devin, and you are taking 2d4 damage. 7.
What's the damage type?
Bludgeoning.
I was hoping it would be force.
And since this one has you grabbed, it's going to move over and Quinn, you're taking 2 hits from normal tentacles from this thing.
Do you have the thing where you can attack things that move into your range, Quinn, or just out?
No, I
Not
don't
yet.
have.
Level
I don't
6.
have Polar Master.
All right. Okay, I don't think either of those are hitting. That's a 15 and a 6.
Nope.
Oh, they just kind of plink right off you. As it's kind of the only one left here, since the other ones decided, no, these things were not worth going after.
Don't like Dragon Boy.
And, Gwen. It'll be your turn.
Alright. I am going to run up to the squid now that it's close enough to smack. And cry out, "We're getting sushi tonight!" And chop, chop, chop.
Alright.
Technically, that would be calamari.
Same old, same old.
That hits.
Let's go. I gotta remember. Okay. Okay, that's going to be 10 damage.
Nice.
And it also has disadvantage on attacking anyone other than me.
Okay.
And if it does attack someone other than me, then I can bonus action hit it. And then
Gotcha.
I'm going to action surge, and I'm going to hit it again. I'm going to lucky that.
Okay.
And you watch as, like, Quinn gets one good slice across, and then he goes for another. And time seems to slow down for him as the cogs and gears in his head start to speed up and whirl and do a recalculation, realizing that he's not going to hit.
Cool.
New
Yep.
roll is 18.
That hits.
Sweet.
Recalibrating.
Recalibrating.
Recalculating.
Stand by. Eight damage.
Nice.
And then
This thing's
I
starting to
assume
look
I
a bit-
can't bonus action knock it prone.
I mean, it's flying about in the astral plane. I mean, technically it could go prone, yes. It's just, it's not gonna fall or anything.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll just... Yeah, I'll bonus action Tunnel Fighter again.
Alright.
Yeah, he's looking wounded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. Devin.
Okay. So I cannot approach it, correct?
Yeah, you're currently restrained.
Okay. Yeah, I've got like 2 different things, and I've been spending this whole round figuring out exactly which of those 2 options I want to use. His voice resonating with power. Eckert utters a single word. Release. I need it to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. That's an 8.
Okay, during its turn, it will let me go and end its turn.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Gotcha. Max.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna steady aim again. I kind of
Alright.
like the spot that I'm currently at. 14.
Alright. That does not hit.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't. That's it.
Oh, okay. Ferris, you're up.
Alright, so before my turn starts, I'm gonna let loose the bat, and she's gonna fly over and help Quinn land a hit on this thing.
Oh, alright.
And on my turn, I'm gonna, like, there's probably like tentacles like writhing in my face right now, so I'm like, ew, 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 and I'm just gonna let loose another mind sliver.
Alright.
So intelligence saving throw.
Yep. That's a 4.
So, same deal as last time. It'll take 5 psychic damage, and it minuses d4 from its next saving throw. So hopefully someone can take use of that.
Okay. Well, it's this thing's turn, and given it kind of just got hit with this command, very powerful presence from Devin, it releases him and doesn't do anything else.
And I guess the other 2 move their 80 feet off screen and make their save again.
Yeah. I feel like if they don't make the save at this point, they're out of here. So. Well, the first one made a 2. The other guy, yeah, it's an 18. So I think the 18 passed.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, but they have to move before they make the save, right? It's at the end of their turn?
Yeah, it's at the end of their turn.
Alright, so he's like there. The other one, he's by. He's by.
We'll just go ahead and he gone. Very gone.
Make sure it's not the initiative one.
Oh, we hit it rather than delete it. We've learned.
Ah.
I think that's all they can do, right?
So, because if it's
Yeah,
just
it is.
yeah,
Alright.
pretty effective turn, just making him not be able to do anything. All right, Quinn, you're up again.
Awesome. Chop, chop.
You have advantage on your first hit, because a bat is there.
Oh, that's right.
You did get help.
Nat 20.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, that. Go ahead and roll your crit.
So It's max damage.
It's crunchy
on
crits, yes.
Right? Nice.
Max damage and then roll the extra.
Okay. Wow, that's an awful roll. 13 damage.
And this is exactly why we use crunchy crits. Because imagine if you had to do that on both dice.
Yeah. Then you're like, oh man, what a crit.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. What? Remove.
Okay, once again, he's marked.
Alright. It's
And
starting
then
to...
bonus action tunnel fighter.
Okay. Yeah, this thing's starting to not look that great. Like, it's that sort of weird ooze. These things as Devin.
Alright. Well, given that Ferris tried to soften this thing up for me, I'm going to approach, and as a bonus action, I will cast Wrathful Smite.
Ah, okay. That's the fear one, right?
Yes. It's this character, it's always the fear one. And then, it is smack time.
Alright.
What was my to-hit modifier again? Yes.
No!
Well, that's a nat
Ooh.
1,
Oof.
Yeah, that misses.
so that is going to miss.
Yeah, I mean, there's always inspiration if you want to use it 1 hour in.
I don't think we need it for this fight.
Gonna pass turn.
Okay. Max.
Alright. Let's see if I still roll like garbage. 21.
That hits.
Is he gonna do it again?
Is the cat going to murder?
15.
Is that it? That's exact. Oh
Murder
my
cat.
gosh.
67, huh?
It's dead.
Let's
The
go.
arrow goes right through it.
I love the idea of like Quinn's like holding it with one hand and just chop, 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 and it's like still refusing to die. And then like one arrow comes and finishes it.
And then it just starts drifting off. Alright.
Let's get out of here before the others come back.
Already on it.
Yeah.
I do believe you'll need to actually do some actions in order to move the boat, however, so... That's just the entire turn then for you, right, Max?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Ferris, I don't know if you really want to do anything right now. I mean, you can see one of them stopped running.
Yeah, I can't really reach it from here. It's too far. But I'll call back. I'll get Luna to come back to me. Like, on me right now.
Okay.
And then during my turn, I'll, I guess there's nothing I really can do, so I'm just gonna dodge, I guess.
You could hold your action to cast something.
Yeah, that's true. I guess if it gets closer, I will, I'll Dissonant Whispers it if it gets closer.
Alright.
So I'm concentrating right now. So it gets within 30 feet of me.
I don't know if it can make that in this turn, but that would certainly be fun.
I'm pretty sure Dissonant Whispers is 60 feet. Let me pull up right
I'm
now.
pretty sure it is too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Okay. Alright. Well, speaking of which, it is going to start coming back. I
do I?
think.
That's just enough, yeah.
All right, so we'd need to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Ooh. I got 18.
Well, it doesn't work.
But he still takes
That takes-
damage.
Yeah, 3d6.
But you
half.
still take damage!
Damage is damage.
Half of 17, so that'll be like 8, I think.
That was a juicy one.
Dang, that was
That was a good.
roll.
Too bad it's
Big-
only half.
Oh well.
Even though it's only
Dang.
half, it's still
Ferris is
pretty good.
pumping that spell full of magic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all it can really do, though.
Comes with
So.
some good whispers.
You just like get lost, and it's like, ow.
Ow, my feelings.
No one
No,
watched.
it would have done that if it failed instead of just saying,
All right. Quinn, you're up. This thing is approaching rapidly.
Okay, there's a cannon next to me, right?
Yeah, I kind of forgot about the cannon objects, but there should be 2, one on each side of the deck.
Okay, can I turn this cannon to fire on this guy?
Yeah.
Or do I have to go to the other cannon?
I mean, these things roll around the deck.
Yeah, these are swivel cannons, is basically the way we've been using them before.
Okay, I'm swiveling the cannon around and taking a shot.
Okay. I believe this is a Dex or Whiz plus proficiency.
It's all the same to me. Bad. Oh, plus proficiency. Oh, that makes it way better. 9.
That does not hit. The shot goes wide, and
Remove a cannonball.
you lose a cannonball to
the void.
the void and the astral sea.
Okay. It was worth a shot. Literally.
Alright.
Okay, I will move to here. And then be a tunnel fighter, I guess. That's my turn.
Okay. Devin.
I'm pretty sure I know what I'm gonna do. I just want to check one thing real quick. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and move to here. Yeah, I think Eldritch Blast is probably about the best I've got against this thing. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Alright.
I got an 11.
That does not hit.
I start off really good and then I just fell off entirely. Lame. Yeah, gonna pass turn.
Okay. Max. You were at the wheel.
Alright. Steady aim, and this time he's gonna use his light crossbow.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this wasn't in range. $19 plus 6.
Okay, yep. Go ahead and roll damage. Whew!
20.
Juicy.
20.
Yep,
Dang.
Well, it's wounded.
Chunk.
Very nice. Ferris.
I will. Yeah, I'm just gonna hope and pray at least one of my spell sticks, and I'm just gonna Dissonant Whisper it again.
Okay. Feel it's fair to say I am gonna roll this one in the open. Like, no BS, nothing. 12.
That works actually.
Yay!
So it's 3d8. No, it's 3d6.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't care. Yeah, that's crappy damage, but the best part is it has to move its movement away from me.
Go back.
Okay.
Does it have to dash, or is it just its movement?
Is it, say, like, maximum movement, or just it takes its full action, or what?
It uses its reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, reaction.
So yeah,
okay.
it would just be its like movement then, not its dash.
It's a reaction thing.
Force to use the reaction to run away. Still nice. Okay. These ones on the left have not been having a great time. This being that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. It's running away. It's coming back. It's running away. It's coming back. Oh my gosh. I mean, this thing is wounded though, so I think it keeps kind of getting scared off. It's taking the hit and it's gonna start running.
Yeah, you better run.
Unless anyone has any plans to engage, this thing's just booking it.
It can get away. We have plenty of sushi material.
I would at most take pot shots at it as it leaves just to drive the point home.
Do you have the range for that from where it's 175 away from you?
I've got 120 feet of range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, it is leaving. And, once again, the spiral goes quiet. After you've been jumped by these strange beings of this place. And there's this one other thing here in case, I don't know, you could try to harvest anything from it. I'm not sure.
Are they translucent or transparent?
I mean, somewhat. It's like the end of their tentacles kind of become more translucent as it's more of this sort of like psionic creature that you saw. Like the main body is not translucent at all. It's just more the appendages.
Okay. So we can't see if it like ate anything.
No.
You'd have
We
to
can find out though.
go deep and dirty see if it ate something.
Yeah. Quinn will pull it out. Or pull what he can out of it, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't expect to find anything in there.
No, but the squid itself might be valuable. I can't imagine too many people go hunting for these things.
What, are you actually going to go and try to make some calamari?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna carve it up into calamari, it will take an AP to do so.
Would it give rations?
I am not eating that.
It would
Well, let's
give
put
rations.
it this way: you could use it as rations, but they'd be very expensive rations.
Is it okay with the rest of you if we harvest this squid?
You can do whatever you want with it. I'm just not eating it.
I don't particularly care one way or the other.
Me either.
Very well. Then I'll see what I can harvest. Seems like it'd be a waste to let this thing just drift out into the spiral.
I mean, that's easy for you to say. You're a machine. You just kind of, what, do you put it in a chemical processor?
No. I just figured one of you would find it valuable, or at least some other biological being.
It would be a waste if we were actually hunting it, but I mean, it just tried to kill us or eat us, for that matter. So I don't care what you do with it.
Could it have any magical bits that could be useful? Do you know, Ferris?
Well, let's see. Its tentacles were all weird. Ethereal? Would I know anything beyond that?
You'd have to do an Arcana check to know if it's inherently magical or if it's just weird.
Okay. I have a feeling it's the latter, but... It's definitely weird. I got a 9.
I
You
bet
never
it
thought you'd have to read up on these things at Pigswick because you're a wizard and you're on the ground?
Yeah.
I bet it'd look neat if we tore off the tentacles and tied them to the mast so that they'd be all dangly in the space wind.
I point at Max. Now there's some creative thinking. No, we're not throwing that thing overboard.
How does it smell, by the way? I can't tell. It looks gross, but I don't have any smell sensors.
Does it smell gross?
Not yet.
It's just fishy.
They usually smell salty.
Well, Max does like the smell of fish.
Okay. Well, Quinn will start chopping it up and packaging it and salting it to help preserve it. So it's like as he goes to salt it, he's probably putting more salt than it actually needs. Just it's one of those like
Approves.
yeah, it's one of those like it's obvious like he's never tasted salt, so he doesn't know like how much is enough.
This is Apex D&D right here, where we spend 10 minutes deciding what we do with a dead giant squid.
I'm like, yeah, go ahead and do a survival check.
Survival.
Can Max use the help action since he can't do anything else during the
Max
You
is
are
helping me. I
you're
get
driving the
advantage, right?
boat, my friend.
Okay.
Unless someone else wants to drive while Max does this.
Nah, it's fine.
I'm not invested enough.
Okay, quick.
No.
Quinn's obviously just mimicking like what he sees, so it's just like axe cut sword, axe cut sword, axe cut
Yeah.
sword.
Roll a d4 minus 1.
Oh dear.
This is how you harvest fellow people.
Alright.
So you'll find out it's really slippery, and a few of them go just off the ship and drift off into the void. And some of it you like cut it, and then it just and when you salt some of it, it like dissolves. But you get a couple tentacles out of it still. Someone might want to calamari that, and it's preserved and stuff like that. So for all intents and purposes, these are essentially going to count as 20 gold rations. So if you sell them, it's worth 20, but if you need to, you can eat them.
I assume these are aberrations. Okay.
How many of them did I get?
2.
Okay. Alright, Quinn will just hold it up and be like, how's it look? I think I did a pretty decent job. As it's like, none of the cuts are like even. It's like dripping ooze everywhere.
The
Like,
body
there's, like,
is
salt
mutilated.
piles.
There's salt everywhere.
Well, I'd eat it if I needed to, but
No comment.
You did your best.
Well, I'm sure there's room for improvement, but maybe I could try my hand at cooking one of these days.
Oh boy.
You never know. I'm a free clockwork now.
Yeah, why not? If you're not good at something, you can't be. It's a saying. It's like you're good. You have to be bad at something to eventually be good at something.
Wise words as always, Ferris.
Yeah, I know. I've put that very eloquently, I think.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay. Quinn will just pocket that.
There's like a tentacle coming out of his pocket.
And with that, the day passes, and you can consume rations that aren't tentacles, unless you really want to try out Ferris's cooking.
And we restore our level in HP at the end of the day, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
believe that's what it says.
Would this constitute a short rest, or do we have to like take those?
You have to actively take those.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the day passes.
Oh, we used, including today, we've used 4 ration stock. If you want to deduct those from your character.
Okay.
With that, another day rises. Another D100.
I believe it's Doc's turn.
Right.
Yeah.
The many suns light years away.
65.
Your day passes. You should be reaching Wisteria tomorrow unless something horrible happens. Does something horrible happen?
Let's find out, I guess. $83.
Ooh.
All right. So on your way through the spiral, you see a Wisterian ship coming out of the gateway and heading towards you. And they start driving past you, and they wave at you and seem to have some attire from the academy, and one of them tosses you something. It like drifts through the void before eventually getting sucked in by the little gravity well that your ship makes.
What is it?
Yeah, I'll walk over and pick it up.
Yeah, it looks like a spell scroll of some kind.
You unravel it. Is it readable, or do we have to like do something to figure out what it is?
No, it's readable. So the spell, you've seen or heard of it before. It's and it's an invisible ink spell.
Thank you. I just kind of shrug.
Yeah, you get the feeling that they may or may not have been a little under the spell of hot sauce when they did it, but
Did they do this to like insult us or slight us or something?
Is that not how you're usually greeted?
Well, I'm not really usually greeted with spell scrolls thrown at me.
I see. Seems like a good greeting, though, nonetheless.
Like, what do they want us to do? Like, forge something? Or, I don't know.
Maybe they're just being nice and want to be friends.
Are they kind of long gone, or did they just kind of drift past us, or?
yeah, it was kind of like a drive-by situation. I mean, they all like started clapping the guy on the back when he made it land on your boat and stuff. And they didn't seem interested in you guys so much as they seemed interested in just yeeting the thing.
I can picture it now. Sounds like, hey, I bet you can't hit that ship with this.
Is it illusionary script, or?
No, it is the spell Invisible Ink.
Okay. I can't find. Is that in the new spells?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Well, there has to be a use for this somewhere. Can't let their, we want to call that generosity, go to waste. Indeed.
No one says anything.
Like, there's not a whole lot to say to this, I don't think.
All right. But yeah, the gateway eventually you go through the little bubble that is a planar barrier, and crossing through strong headwinds, you emerge in Wisteria, and it is nighttime, and it is time to go to Shreep.
I must consume
the ration. And you guys are in Wisteria now.
What's the world look like?
So the world itself, the sky here is like is blue with a little bit of purple to it. And everything around you is, well, you can see like there are shapes off in the distance because it's pretty flat here, but you can't make out any land masses nearby, and you don't have a map of this place either. But Ferris, because you've gone through here before, you know that the Academy and the main city, Amaranth, is to the east somewhere.
Well, at the very least, Amaranth is to the east, and I don't think they're gonna be so clingy to their maps there as they were in Mushu. So I think we could just head there and pick up one of those. I seem to have misplaced mine from the last time I was here.
They're not going to ask for paperwork, are they?
Well, we have it, so I think we're good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I guess you're not completely alone. There is a patrol here that will inspect your paperwork, just like in the other skyways. So they dock with you. They pull out the same kind of like spectacles and things to look over the paperwork, and they say, welcome to Wisteria. Do you need anything?
A map would be nice.
Yes.
Ah, of course. There's not really much to see out here other than the city of Amaranth, but it is just off to the east, and then so essentially this is what you can see right now, and then once you get the map, it takes away all the things if I can grab it.
Well, we're probably just going to be in and out. We're just here to deliver a letter, and that'll probably be the end of it.
Well, enjoy your stay here. We have one of the greatest academies in the Spiral, or you can just visit our wonderful town. But farewell, visitors from Skull Island.
Thanks.
Actually, he probably knows that you're from Wisteria, given you have the spell book. Unless you, I guess, scratched out the logo on it.
Yeah, it's probably like,
No, but-
you know when people like put stuff on their guitar cases, like a bunch of stickers of just, you know, skulls and flames and stuff like that. It's probably like graffitied like that somehow. Or
Yeah.
desecrated.
But yeah, you have your 5 AP for the day that you can spend. Well, I guess that you guys will have to make your roll as well.
Oh, my turn.
I'll be right back.
7.
That's worse than I got.
All right, so you guys make it to here, and before you, the sky begins to twist and contort as this vortex starts appearing before you, and it starts coming down in front of you, and it starts pulling the ship in towards it.
Gotta be kidding me. What is this?
Evasive maneuvers!
Lesson City and my
All right, and in order to keep the ship straight, you're going to have to hold the wheel steady, which is going to be an athletics check since it's analog.
What if
go help
we...
him.
Can we put down the
The anchor.
sails?
You mean put up the sails?
Well, yeah, whichever one it is, so that they're inactive.
Do we have an immovable rod?
Yes.
What if we try to like wrench it and then kind of put it in place so we can
Yeah, Max is gonna shove his immovable rod into the one of the spokes of the steering wheel and activate it.
Okay. Like this music does not match. But yeah. So the wheel is locked in, and you guys are able to leave it be, although you are just going to be going in one direction for now.
Yeah, we probably want to like wrench it into the opposite direction so we, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so long as we're not going towards the vortex, I think, is what we're going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everyone do dex checks and add your proficiency. This is basically a sea vehicle check, but you guys all have that proficiency by default to get the sails up in time.
What's our proficiency? It's +2 still, yeah. And it's acrobatics. Oh no! Wow,
I'm
we're,
back. Where did I
we're
come
killing
back
it.
to?
I got an 11.
Dex check plus proficiency.
Oh, that's a great check.
Yeah, I know. It's wonderful.
Plus proficiency, huh?
Yeah. It's essentially your quote-unquote sea vehicle proficiency.
Wow, that was pretty good.
All right, so Quinn is able to get one of the sails up by himself, and the rest of you are trying to get the other sail up, and one of the ropes snaps, and part of the sail is now just flapping in the wind as you're trying to get the rest of it up, and you are drifting off course as the winds are pulling it faster than the rudder can pull you the other direction.
Let's see. How much rope do we need to repair it?
Well, you'd have to get up there and tie the rope back to the sheet. And
Are
then
you
tie
sure?
it back
I
down
could
again.
just shoot an arrow through it and pull it back down with the rope.
I'm
Improvised
like-
grappling hook.
I'm like, the arrow's just gonna sail off of the ship.
Okay, well, I guess Max will climb up there since he's got a climbing speed.
I can go ahead and hand him some rope if he doesn't have any.
He's got 50 feet, but that's it.
All right,
Are we gonna need more than 50?
probably not.
Okay.
All right,
so
I guess we give...
So use a sleight of hand to both pull the sheet in and get the knot around it in
Okay.
the resistance of the wind.
Oh, my key lines break.
26.
All right. He just goes swipe and just grabs it and
Just
jumps
cat-like
down,
reflexes.
ties it off again, and you guys manage to keep your course for the most part. It drifts. You were drifted a little bit during it, and so for that you are going to lose an AP, but it did not throw you in an undesirable direction.
Okay. We accept those.
All right, so take your remaining 3 actions this day.
All right. And do I get the rope back, or am I going to need to buy a new one?
You will need to buy a new one because the old one snapped.
Okay.
Or at least another like 20 feet of it.
I'll ritual cast temporary restoration on the rope, so it's good for 8 hours.
Your rope grows back magically.
But it's like made of like translucent shadow in the place it broke.
You know, if I'd had access to it, I would have taken mending.
But yeah, the day comes to a close. Consume the rations.
So the rope just breaks again.
Yeah, and then you wake up the next day and the magic that Ferris did on the rope isn't there anymore.
All right. Your turn, Crow.
Here we go. 32. Not terrible. Well, it is pretty terrible, but
That's below a third.
And we're gonna take this scenic route through this little strait right here.
It's a little gulf, all right. You guys are you going to go here or to the academy?
we can resupply in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could do it either at
Every
either
single one of
location.
these tiles is effectively the entire city. It is huge.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to get to Pigswick today anyway.
Yeah, well, you do have the 5 AP back because you fixed the damage.
Oh, okay. Well, then we could. I guess we could just walk there on land, but for now, let's just restock and stuff. I want my rope back. How much does it cost to get another rope?
They're pretty cheap. Where's the little thing for that?
Maybe we should get some backup ropes too, just in case
Oh, yeah.
bad things happen to the ship. Don't know if there's like universal spare ship parts, but you know.
Like 50 feet of regular rope is just 1 gold.
Maybe even like a spare sail too.
Like a spare sail. Those are gonna be a lot pricier because you have to get them fitted to the ship.
How much was the rope again? Did you say, Ice?
Just 1 gold for 50 feet.
Oh, wow, for 50 feet? Neato.
Gold?
Yeah,
rope
it's
tends
gonna
to
be like 50 gold for an extra sheet of sail for this ship size.
I think it's worth it. I'm gonna just purchase one in that case.
A bad idea.
Yeah.
All right, because these things are really big, it'll be 1 encumbrance, so you can. But you're just gonna leave it in the chest, so.
Yeah.
Hey guys, here's an important question. You getting into the custom color to match the flames?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, got like this like red one. Maybe Quinn paints it.
Yeah,
Paints
we
for
take
extra.
yeah, we put it up and then we take like one of the previous ones down and store that one instead.
But now it's mismatched. Only one of them's red.
Guys, we need another.
You're gonna get another sail just so they're both red.
How much is the encumbrance of the sail?
Just 1.
Yeah.
Max actually doesn't mind it being mismatched.
But does Quill?
Absolutely, but I have to do what Max would do, and he wouldn't care.
I think we have enough like spare ropes on our characters too. So we all got like climbing, or most of us got climbing kits, right? No, just me and Max did. Max and I, sorry.
That's one of the dogs barking to go outside. Ah, no.
I don't think I have my climbing kit on here. I don't think I got.
Oh, you don't need one. Yeah, you didn't
Yeah,
need
because
one.
I'm a cat.
Yeah.
He doesn't need climbing gear. He is the climbing gear.
Alright, I've restocked my stuff.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna get a bunch of rations to eat.
Yeah.
Arrows are pretty cheap, right?
Yeah.
How much are rations again?
1 gold apiece.
Yeah.
Okay. Easy.
Just gonna leave the door open so they can run these now as they need to. Let me find the thing for the pricing on the arrows really quick.
A single +1 arrow costs between 50 and 250 GP.
Yeah, it depends on the set.
I think that's actually for 20.
I think that's normal arrows that are.
I was under the impression magic arrows as well were also generally sold in bundles of 20.
Yeah, they're in bundles of 20.
Oh.
It is
All right.
1 gold for 20 arrows.
Oh, wowie. That's a lot easier than making them myself. I'm gonna get 40 arrows. 60 arrows so that I have a nice number.
Or wait, we're in like Magicville, so do they sell magical arrows here?
They're more in the business of like magic, not so much in enchanting like swords and things.
Okay.
You could probably find some place in the academy though where maybe like student experiments are being resold.
Yeah, you might be able to pick up a spell scroll or two here from the wizard or druid spell list.
I'll look at the spell scroll store. I don't know if I can just pick and choose or they just have specific things, but
Yeah, let's see, what do they have?
This would be moderate. Hold up.
Let's see. So they have. Oh, do you have a thing for this ice?
I pulled up the D&D shop catalog, so I think, Crow, you've probably seen this also. This would basically be using the list going from poor to moderate. So there's actually a good amount here.
Do you think we should sell those exotic rations? Maybe they'll pay more for it here since it's spacey stuff.
yeah, I'll try to like talk it up. Say it was like some eldritch horror that used some magical.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
like-
also, while we're selling stuff, I'm going to sell the squid tentacles. And I'm also going to sell a bunch of Mushu items that I have from Captain Gunn's treasury that we raided a while back.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm like, oh yeah, yourself. I'm like, did it have the price of what those things were listed?
No, you just said it was a bunch of items from Mushu.
I'm like, time
Wait,
to
I
go
don't-
look.
But the squid rations are 20 GP each, and I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
So
those ones will sell as described.
So what specifically are you looking for in terms of like spell scrolls, like level 1 to what?
Level 1 or level 2 is all I can do at the moment. So
I mean, the level 1 stuff is like 100 gold each, and level 2 is 250.
okay, so I can just pick and choose from like
Pretty
the wizard
much.
spell list. All
I mean,
right.
this is basically the entire magic focused realm. So
Okay. Well, I want to get a vortex warp.
alrighty.
That'll be a 250 then. So I would have loved to have this spell, but unfortunately,
Let's see. Are you selling all of the Mushu stuff?
Yeah.
It'll be 1,250 altogether.
Holy moly.
Gunn was a wealthy man.
And then Max is gonna sell the tea.
Oh
Right.
yes, I believe I said that was 200. So there's that.
So 50 for each of us from that.
That's pulling in a nice little bit of profit.
Yeah.
might buy a level 1 spell too.
All the money we're getting, now's the time to do it.
I'm gonna sell my old chainmail.
Okay. Where was that?
Yeah.
Oh, by
I
the
think-
way, we're not selling Captain Gunn's hat.
That one's not on that list.
Okay, good.
Chainmail. I think we can probably get like 65 for that.
Okay, I'll sell my chainmail if I can pick up plate mail.
You're not gonna be able to find plate mail here.
Dang it.
As I mentioned, you do
He's
know
a magic
it is,
boy.
You are
But
aware of how
if you
expensive
sell
plate
if you sell the chain mail, you're gonna get about 36 for it.
Well, I'm not selling my chainmail then. It's kind of attached to my body,
Yeah.
so I need a
Everybody-
replacement.
Everybody cool if I just take the whole 36 because it was part of my starting equipment?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Why am I voicing in on this? I'm the DM.
Also for the Mushu loot, I just sold that's 312 gold and 5 silver for everyone.
Okay.
5 gold and 3 silver.
No, 312 gold and 5 silver.
It's a
Oh,
very big
okay.
difference.
few hundreds.
312.
Yep.
Alright. Well, I can probably get another level 2 spell scroll. But perhaps I should save it. Yeah, I think I'll save it.
Okay. Well, I'm since they don't have plate mail, I'm gonna pick up a bag of caltrops and 2 vials of acid as well.
Oh, we need a 10-foot stick.
You know what? I'm gonna buy another vortex warp.
Okay.
How much is a 10-foot stick?
Let's see.
I think it's like a copper piece or something like that.
Let's see, 10 foot. Oh. Does it have a hyphen in it? No, can't find it.
Pull 10 foot, 5 copper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 cents, please. Nickel.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I have the stick of legend.
Congratulations. And what else was it? You said 2 things of acid.
That's
And
25 each.
caltrops.
And then caltrops.
Bag of 20, 1 gold.
Cool.
You meta magic spell scrolls?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like, I'll write it down, but for now, I'll say no.
Okay.
Let's look into that later.
All right. And, you guys are doing a lot of, like, buying and selling, probably getting more attention on the selling, and you hear, you feel someone put their hand on your shoulder, Varys.
I slowly turn my head around as I'm like trying to like negotiate with this dude with the vortex warp spell scrolls.
Yeah, it's probably like going back and grabbing them for you or whatever, and this guard says to you, if I recall correctly, your name is Ferris Tallow.
Yeah, it is. And I like kind of put up my collar.
We thought that it was that you had departed Pigswick Academy.
Well, last time I checked, I'm not in Pigwick's Academy. Is that correct?
Yes, you are in the city of Amaranth. However, you know that the academy is part of the history and culture of Amaranth and the overall government of this area. What business do you have here?
Look, we're just here to deliver a letter, then we'll go on our way.
But is that why you are here?
Yeah, I'm with these guys. Trust me, I didn't want to come here, but it's a job. So
You really didn't.
yeah, exactly. My feline friend over here can corroborate that statement.
Devin notices this going on. Is there some sort of a problem?
No, not at all.
Oh, you haven't told them, have you?
Look, just get off my back, please, all right? I told you why I'm here, so leave me alone.
Well, can I see your credentials or some means of verifying this?
I point to whoever's holding these.
Max takes out the credentials and shows it to him.
I see you named everyone after yourself, but very well.
Yes, there's only 4 of us, and I know it says 45, but it was a little mistranslation.
Very well. Do you need to deliver the letter to anyone in particular?
The headmistress.
Mm-hmm. Well, because I've seen your work, I will allow the proper authorities to be notified that you are coming and that you are, in fact, legitimate.
Thank you.
And then, as he's walking away, he casts a spell, the message spell on you, and he says, to Justiferis, he says, "Do not make another scene."
I can't really respond to message, so I just...
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
You
I can?
Yeah, you can respond to message the same way that message is given to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I will, I don't respond. You paperwork is legitimate, yes. Hike off, buddy. Yes, 500 gold for those 2 Vortex Warp spell scrolls. Thank you very much, sir.
Like, actually, those would be 300.
Oh, they're 300 each?
Yeah. We tweaked the spell scroll pricing a little bit.
Okay, so I will deduct another 100 then.
Or 300 for 2 of them, I mean.
Oh, it's 300 for 2 of them. Okay,
Yeah.
so...
What a deal!
Dang.
Okay, so
Wait,
how
Vortex
much-
Warp is first or second?
much- 2nd level.
Okay, so it'd be 300 for each then.
Oh,
300? Okay.
Alright, so it is an extra 100, my bad.
So I
It's
will
not
deduct
on
that.
Black
I thought it
Friday
was a
sale.
level 1 spell.
You just missed the Black Friday sale. They haven't
Yeah.
taken down the sign yet.
Yeah. Kind of business.
the,
see their manager.
summer vacation sign is up, and then it says while supplies last. Actually, yeah, I guess while you're here, you do know that Pigswick Academy is technically on summer break right now. They've just started it. And you suspect that might be where that passageway of hooligans with hot sauce may have come from.
Oh, there.
Oh.
Summer break! Woo! Or the Alpha 2 Omega rat or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Phi Pyromancers maybe.
Well, if we're done shopping here, I think we should go deliver this letter and get this over with.
Agreed. But before we go, do you think I should try to find myself a better disguise? Or do you think this will suffice?
I'm trying to think what kind of disguise would even help.
I wish I have a spell that can do just that, but only on myself, so it's not going to be much help.
It's fair enough. To be honest, I'm a little wary of doing a spell disguise, seeing as we're in a place where people know their magic pretty well. I almost think that would be more suspicious.
There's some like fancy wizard robes we could like buy and cover them up. Get them like a turban maybe.
I mean, Quinn's
Yeah,
already
you-
like pretty covered up, but like everyone just seems to see through him anyway.
Well, that's more because of his behavior than his appearance.
And he probably makes all sorts of machine noises.
That's fair.
Heavy-footed.
Clonk, clonk. Well, very well. Then I suppose this will have to work.
Yeah, you think if you wanted Quinn to fit in better, he wouldn't need better disguises. He'd just need acting lessons.
How to behave like a meatbag 101.
Step 1, squishy.
Step 1, become squishy.
Step 2, require sleep.
Step 3, require rations.
Yeah. So, do you guys still have one hex you can move today, or not?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can still make it there in time. So you make your way over. Pigswick Academy itself has some enchanted walls around it, and the you show the guards like your credentials and your little thing from Ambassador Lars, and they let you into the school itself. And for you, Ferris, everything is familiar. It's a little different. Every school changes a little bit from semester to semester. The students who go home for the summer are obviously not here right now. They're most likely somewhere else in Amaranth. And but otherwise, it is familiar to you. And you're walking past the different classrooms you used to know, the different alleyways. It's like a big campus, right? So different school buildings, student shops, things of that nature are all around here. You walk past Professor Orafor's little building, the lunar school.
That's where I learned magic.
Oh, wow.
And it looks like they painted that wall too. Interesting.
So does the academy look like really fancy?
Yeah, so
I would imagine, yeah.
there's a lot of big buildings. They have their banners like everywhere, which is the one that Max that the characters are like standing on the map. But that little symbol is all over the place with the little star and like the water vine thing spiraling out of it.
Are there like unseen servants just running around doing stuff too, like being janitors?
Not really, mainly because unseen servants have to be within 30 feet of someone. But you will see the occasional, like, magical janitor sitting around, seemingly commanding a bunch of jiggins around.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's just like one magical janitor, and he's just ritual casting unseen servants to do his job.
Yeah, and he might like tip his hat towards you. You guys make your way past the Earth School.
All right. Well, Max is pretty enthralled by all of this. He's got a big smile on his face, and he's waving at everyone that waves to him.
And yeah, they seem to be really, really nice here. They're open, they're cordial, they're inviting. They say, "Hey, welcome to the school." They don't know whether or not you can cast magic. They don't seem to care.
Wow, everyone's nice here, Ferris.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Is it possible that the Academy has done nothing to you?
Well, it's complicated, and my old man is here, and I have a pretty rocky relationship with him, and pretty rocky relationship. Well, no pun intended. I know we're standing next to the Earth place, but it's complicated.
Your father's a professor, right?
Uh-huh.
Which school of magic does he teach? Just so we can
Necromancy
avoid it.
at Ravenwood is
I know.
what he used to teach. Okay.
I know.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
Yes, he teaches magic.
How very descriptive.
Yes.
Do you mind providing more details so we can avoid that place?
Well, if I tell you, you're going to be interested. All things considered, it's necromancy.
Oh.
I see.
That sounds bad.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
It does.
Not necessarily. Depends on how you use it.
Oh, yeah, those guys we fought in that temple, they were using it nicely.
I'm kind of with Ferris on this one. You know how much I hate undead.
I know, I think it's gross too. I hate necromancy.
It's unsettling. And that's
Quinn knows
saying
where it's at.
much. Yeah.
It's just a bunch of mages who are obsessed with rising zombies and skeletons to do their bidding. And it's way different than what I do with Jiggins, okay?
Well, yeah, Jiggins doesn't have like all like maggots and diseases and stuff on him.
Yeah, exactly. He's very sanitary servant.
Well then, is your mother here as well, or is she elsewhere?
No, my mother isn't here.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're walking while talking, so you might be passing the Chaos School at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, don't stand near any of those guys. You don't want to do that. They just spontaneously combust sometimes, and you'll have a bad time.
What are all the different schools here?
Is it just the schools of magic, or are there some things in between there?
They have a bunch of different names. If you want, I could go through all of them.
Yeah, maybe I just lightning round it to them.
Yeah. Yeah, so the different schools of magic in Wisteria, there's Ember, Frost, and Tempest, which is pretty much fire, cold, and lightning. And then there's, I mean, they kind of center around damage types, but not exactly. And then there's Spirit, which is, as opposed to what your father teaches at Wisteria, they teach more information-based things, talking to spirits, understanding things, and more of that side of necromancy than reviving and corpse reanimation. Then there's Chaos, which is all about creativity and imagination and light. And so they're probably more likely to mess around with illusion magic, believe it or not. So you might have dropped by on them a few times. Maybe this was your secondary set of classes where you learn to cast Jiggins. Yeah. And then the next school after that is, I'm blanking. I almost had it. I'll skip it for now. There's one that incorporates a little bit of everything. It's basically Magic 101, more or less. They call themselves Equilibrium if they want to try to dabble in a little bit of everything. And then the last school, whose name I forgot, we'll come back to later when I remember it, because I thought I wrote it down in my notes and I can't find it.
Is it Earth or?
Oh yeah, it is Earth. Which you guys have already been past. This was Val's specialty, which is, using plants and things. They're very offensive focused, using plants to attack people, using it as a natural weapon.
And then they also have lunar, right? We passed that too.
Yes, they also have lunar magic as well. So yeah, those are the schools of magic. You probably passed through all of them by now.
Yeah, so I just kind of exposit this to everyone as we walk by.
It's good to know. Do you know anything about the headmistress that we should know or could be important?
Do I know anything about her?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I assumed I did, yes.
Yeah,
like
but
a strict lady, or?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's, well, it's like how you would imagine. It's probably the reason why I'm very reluctant to go here. Very strict. Very particular. I mean, look how this place is run. It's so divided into different little boxes, and you can just imagine someone at the top of the pyramid organizing all that.
Well, we just need to deliver a letter and get out. It shouldn't be too bad.
Exactly.
I mean, I could just deliver it if you want, so you don't even have to see her.
Well, you might get lost, and I don't want you to get lost.
Yeah, probably. I'm not used to this sort of architecture. I'm more used to, like, cities.
Yeah.
And, just being in my little box over in the Republic.
Yeah, this is quite a big place, so yeah, you don't want to get lost here.
Yeah, compared to the Republic, there's no space here. This is like a metropolis, whereas there was a lot of open space in the islands.
Yeah.
But you guys eventually make your way to the headmistress's office building thing.
I will knock on the door.
All right, and it's opened by by one of the Wisterians, a rabbit who ushers you in, sits you down, looks over the credentials, and then goes off to coordinate with the headmistress. And after a few minutes of waiting, he comes back and says she's ready to meet with you now.
Thank you. And Max goes in.
All right. And you see a tall woman with a long dress with the Academy's emblem on like a blouse, and she's got her hair tied up into a very tight bun, and she's got glasses on the end of her nose, and a wand in her hand, and she looks at all of you and says, "So I've heard that you've gotten a letter, and that you, Ferris, have gotten yourself a new job, it would seem."
Oh, yes, I'm doing great.
Well, that's good to hear. That one of our previous students is able to bring a bit of light to the islands of, well, Skull Island.
Oh yeah, he does a great job.
Yeah. I've done pretty well for myself.
Yes, it seems quite a few of our students seem to find their way over there.
Well, you know, it's kind of an up-and-coming place. Speaking of which,
And he takes out the letter and he walks up to her and holds it up to her.
Yeah, she probably towers over you.
Yeah.
And she takes it from you and sits back down and reads it over. The Republic wants Wisteria or the Academy or both to announce their sovereignty, to uphold it to the other nations. With all due respect, what is there to uphold?
well, I mean, it's my home. I live there.
Yes, but people live everywhere. Why the Republic specifically? What makes it worth upholding or defending against other powers? I know why they write these letters. They're looking for someone to back them up when the Armada inevitably begins to tussle with them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you
probably.
consider it important to protect the innocents from the Armada?
She muses it on that for a bit, and then says, "There may be innocent people in the Skull Island Republic, but there are also a fair measure of people who are not innocent."
That could be said about everywhere.
Is it fair to allow those who are innocent to suffer for the sake of those who are more criminal?
From my understanding, most everyone that ends up on that place are there because of criminal activity or because they want to get away from criminal activity, and then start criminal activity because they have nothing else to do.
Well, not me.
That may have been a major factor with why the area was first settled. But there's a genuine community there now. I think they should be allowed to develop and grow past their origins.
And they are also tangling with one of the most powerful forces in the spiral on a daily basis.
It's not their fault.
Is it
But
not
they
'cause-
seem keen to provoke them.
Really?
The Armada seems to be willing to let things lie and let them do what they will, and it seems the Republic continues to try to work around them. Rather than working with them to create proper trade routes, they continuously just poke holes through such things and continue to pirate.
What if I give you a hypothetical here? What if the Armada starts tangling with some unsanctioned magic? Let's just say... necromancy. Where do you think they're going to trace it back to?
If the Armada begins to find necromancy in Wisteria or in Skull Island.
In Skull Island.
I don't know. Skull Island is not under our jurisdiction, and it would be up to them to decide how they want to deal with it within their borders of that world. I imagine that they would try to remove it, which I abscond, but it is within their rights.
Well, I would think they would trace it back. And of course, this is just a hypothetical. I think they would maybe trace it back to here.
Well, let me put it this way. Any resources that the Armada gathers in Skull Island are resources that they can use against everybody else.
Well, perhaps, but they are not a concern of Wisteria at this time.
So what happens when they do become a concern?
When they become a concern to Wisteria, it means that they will have to have become a problem with not just us, but the other magical schools who compete for the Spiral Cup every year, which would be every major school that was ever founded that created its own era of time. And on top of that, they would also have to deal with Mushu to reach us. And Mushu, we will defend. They are partners in our magic, and we invite them to participate in the Spiral Cup. But these vagabonds that are extremely far away from us, we don't have resources that reach out there, nor do we have anything that we can really offer them.
What about Skull Island's witch doctors?
I don't know what you're getting at.
They're another magical organization.
And there are magical organizations in every world.
So you're saying you only care about the magical organizations that participate in the Spiral Cup?
This magical organization of theirs does not want to participate, nor would it meet the standards that we would have to run through to qualify their school for such a thing. Nor are they treated as a school, nor do they want to be treated as a school. Do you know who founded those witch doctors?
Nope.
An expellee from this very academy.
Oh, no wonder they don't want to participate with you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Ferris, which one is your least favorite school of magic again?
The none of your business one.
Yes, the none of your chromancy business. Yes, that it was her specialty. She was banned because she was using it unsanctioned and using it to try to breach the limits of what was possible and summon creatures that should not be summoned to this or any other plane.
That's not what
That
they're
is who
about
is
now.
leading them. Well, then who is their leader?
Oh.
Whatever, we're just the messengers, I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Look,
You
we're
have
just delivery boys here.
you have done your duties, and I do wish that you continue to hone your capabilities, Ferris, out there.
Oh yeah, I took part in making a giant squid run away yesterday. I'll have you know.
He made him run away a lot.
Or not really run, more like float, bob, but you get the point.
Well, continue those studies and continue to gain more control over what you are capable of. It is
But
good
just-
to hear that you've become more legitimate and you seem to be a bit more, I guess, less rambunctious is what it seems.
Nothing has changed. But besides that, if something bad happens to the Armada in this place, it's all on you. But again, we're just the delivery boys.
Yes. Well, thank you for spending your time here.
If there's nothing else, I guess we'll get going.
Yeah.
I whisper, were we supposed to give her a response, or was it just deliver the letter?
Just deliver the letter.
Okay. Yeah, well, we'll be off.
All right. Feel free to stay in the city of Amaranth. Obviously, you cannot stay at the academy during the break or at all. But you know how that is. Good day.
As we are walking out of the office, she hears a voice in her head. Do you only help those who have something to offer you?
And the response that you hear is
You can't respond mentally.
oh, yeah. Well, then she will not.
As we leave, I'm just kind of like rolling my eyes. See, what did I tell you? Prickly. You wouldn't want to spend your every single waking night here with that at the top of the tower. Quite literally, I think we're at the top of the tower right now.
Yeah, you're like at the top of a hill.
She does seem to have the same attitude most places have about the Armada. It's not our concern, so we'll just ignore it.
Yeah.
And then the Armada just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, maybe you should have said something to her since you know more about it than pretty much anyone else.
I suppose so, but I didn't want to give myself away by accident. And also, I didn't want to say anything I might regret.
I guess
Oh.
so.
I said a lot of things one might regret, but I had no regrets.
Maybe I should have said something, but I just felt like I might lose my temper. I feel like the unicorns need help in some way, especially after our conversation in Mushu. But no one seems to care about them and their plight. They just see the prosperity their armada supposedly brings and eat up the lies Deacon tells everyone.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna get more wiser and stronger, and we're gonna change the world. Just you wait and see. That's another human thing. Having goals and dreams.
I don't dream.
Well, not a dream as in when you sleep. It's more synonymous with goal, but yeah.
Aspirations.
Yeah, exactly.
Then why would you call it as a dream? Are dreams fickle things that come and go?
Well, it's kind of a metaphor in a sense too, because when you dream, it's usually a good thing, and you want that. But it seems like really implausible, but it's good, and you want it to become real.
Why would you use a metaphor for something like that? Just say what it is.
Well, I'd have to over-explain it like I just did.
Right. Surely there's a more efficient way to go about this.
Understanding.
I like aspiration.
There you
I think
go.
it's a much better term than dreams.
Yes. Well, maybe we could show you a dream of some kind. I'm sure there's a spell somewhere for that.
That would be quite the experience.
I wonder if you'll dream of mechanical sheep, though.
More likely mechanical birds. I feel somewhat bad for destroying the last one.
Oh yeah, you did do that, didn't you?
No,
Well,
that was
technic-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, let's get out of this place. We did our job, so speaking of birds, we're as free as them now. It's like a pirate song, right? And we're free, and it's a pirate's life for me. Hey!
Something along those lines, anyway.
So is there a place perchance we can pick up a job or something?
Like mercenary work, or just like helping out some random store.
Like the billboard job, so yeah, maybe like mercenaries.
Well, it is pretty late into the day when you've gotten here, so by the time you leave the academy, most places are beginning to close up. So you're gonna have to go find somewhere to stay.
I would probably know where there's an inn or something to stay at.
Yeah, probably. Like a common student place they go on a break to go and move things around.
Yeah. I will go there then. Well, we will go there.
Yeah.
And then maybe pick up a job in the morning.
Yeah, so they're just kind of like, "Oh, you're back again, Ferris. We haven't seen you around here in a while. Looking good, looking sharp. Looks like you got a new crew with you."
Well, if I had a gold piece for every time I heard that since I've been here, I'd have 2 gold pieces. But yes, I've been doing very well for myself. We've got a new crew. We are the Ferris 4. Yeah, and we've had many adventures, successful adventures, and we've plundered and looted forgotten tombs and slayed mighty beasts. In fact, my friend's holding a piece of... Or did you sell the tentacle yet?
I sold it.
Oh, okay. He should have been there. It was very mighty.
Well, that sounds good for business here.
Yes, a room for 4, please.
Of course, that'll be 4 gold.
1 each.
Yeah, 1 each.
Paid in full.
Oh wait, I'll just use 10 silver.
Whoa.
Yeah, we've had a lot of students coming by with the summer break. They seem to have endless amounts of energy.
Yeah, and
Talking about it, some kind of a new thing that they've come up with. Lets
throwing
them
invisible
enjoy
ink
themselves all day and all night.
That sounds unhealthy.
Well, it sells, I'll tell you that much. We can't get our hands on this stuff.
Then it's definitely not healthy.
I mean, it doesn't seem that way. Like, we've tried it, you know, for some friendly competition to come up when we think we got the flavors right, but it just seems normal. Like, just your normal drinks that you would use to keep yourself up. Things like different teas or coffees. It just doesn't seem to matter. This brand has different flavors, but they just seem to be normal product.
Sus.
Anybody had any side effects?
I don't think so. I mean, other than getting exactly what they want.
What's the brand name?
From what I can tell, it was made by one of the other students. I think they like to call it, like, what is it? Thurgy. It's got some weird synonym for energy that also starts with a T.
Thurgy.
Thurgy energy, Thurgy ting, I don't know, something like that.
So it's not enchanted or anything, it just has a lot of sugar in it?
No, like I said, I can't. I mean, you know that I create what I can for my customers, and I know my things pretty well. I have a lot of college students who always want the new and hip thing, and I've gotten pretty good at mimicking those when I need to. It tastes exactly like what I sell. It's not magical either. But that doesn't really matter. It takes a bit of business away from me in that department, but they still stay here at night, or at least for as long as they go to sleep anyway. But again, just expect noisy neighbors sometimes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Also, we're kind of looking for some work. You wouldn't by any chance know where we could pick up one that pays well, would you?
I don't have anything for you on that front right now. At least nothing that wouldn't pay you more than selling things that you have on you. Only a few gold each, cleaning windows and things like that. Things are pretty quiet in the summer around here, with the many students leaving and others just going to other parts of Amaranth and playing around. It's pretty peaceful.
Are there any competitions by chance that might have a prize pool?
Not any that I can think of. The Spiral Cup has already taken place this year. That's the only real tournament, but I suppose you could always ask the duelist of the academy, Benedict Glendemming, if there's anything.
I see. And where could we find him to ask him about that? Is he just at the academy?
Yes, he's just in the academy. You might be able to find him elsewhere, but he's usually around the arena hall. He teaches those who would want to continue their studies even after, those who really want to test their mettle, and also to push forward those who would give him the best chance of taking the Spiral Cup.
I see. Do you know where he's from?
He's from, I do believe, Valencia. He's a unicorn.
I see. I've heard tale that there's quite the competition between him and Diego.
Oh, he always talks about that. I've never really seen this Diego. He doesn't come to any of the Spiral Cups, but must have had some impression or some rivalry with him when they were going through school together.
Well, maybe we can see him about a competition or something.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. You might be able to find something from him, like I said. Sorry, I don't have anything that could really pay for 4 of you, but there's not really much going on around here with all the students being away.
Gotcha.
Well, thank you for your hospitality. By the way, before we retire, do you have any oil, perchance?
Yeah, of course I do. And he brings out, like, vegetable oil that he uses for cooking.
No, not that type of oil.
We need it to fix up our ship.
Oh, yeah, we don't have anything of that kind over here.
Very well. And Clay will just clomp away.
We should rest up for the night, and if there's nothing we can do in terms of work here, we should probably go back to Bushu and
Well, weren't we
could be-
going somewhere else? Like, we were coming through here to lose the Armada.
It would be best if we stay low for a little bit.
Oh. It's just that we'd probably be doing nothing here. We'd just kind of be slacking. We'd be slackers.
Yeah, in the
Wow.
in the background, you kind of hear like some jams going on, and you just hear, and you just hear, 80, 80, 80, 80, just muffled through the walls.
Use your like 10-foot pole to bang on the wall.
Quiet down.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I would personally like to visit this Benedict Glendeming, however you say his name.
Well, we're not going to be dueling.
You might, but
I don't think I'm qualified.
sure, you can learn a little bit, though.
No, you don't understand. Like, I'm not qualified if you didn't pick up the cues of why I didn't want to go there and the headmistress's reaction to me.
Were you expelled by chance?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that is a bit tricky. If it's okay with you, Ferris, I know you want to get out of here, but I would still like to meet him.
Well, okay, if you want to meet him, we can go meet him, but just don't expect me to. I totally win if I was qualified, but you know, them's the breaks.
Right, I'm sure Benedict is quaking in his boots at the sound that the mighty Pharaoh Talus has returned.
Yes. Word has probably already reached his ears. So he's probably gonna put on a show and just show he's like better than me somehow. Don't worry.
Chug.
Beat him with my eyes closed.
You hear like some glass shatter in the in the hallway after that.
Is there like law enforcement that would stop that?
Probably.
Do they? So what is it? Is it? Do they have like a siren or like what is it? What would they do?
Like the law enforcement or
Yeah.
I mean
Are
they
like
would
the
probably
kind of
just
police officers with the whistles?
Yeah. I was about to say.
yeah, it'd be something more
loud
akin to
whistles because they're
that.
just chasing on foot.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll minor illusion a whistle and then minor illusion again. Noise complaint.
And you're gonna hear, oh no.
It's the fuzz!
And then quiets down for a bit.
Oh no.
I thought you liked chaos.
Well, I don't like parties where they're just chugging and I don't like chaos. Yeah. There's probably gonna be someone strange sleeping in our room when we wake up.
Not if I have anything to say about it. And he pulls out the immovable rod.
Oh,
And then the door flies open and a bunch of these crazy lights start going around. And let's just see. I'm gonna roll 10d6 here and see what happens.
Quinn's hand immediately goes to the sword and shield.
Let's see. Anyone have less than 30 hit points?
I actually think I have more.
Max
I
has
have more.
31.
I have exactly 30 hit points.
See? Right, we've
Alright,
had
backwards, it's
2
10d6.
more days.
You rolled 10d6 before.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. It's 6d10. That's what I meant. Yeah, it's 31.
I have more than that.
Yeah, so Max, you were like going in front of them, and then you just get a full face full of all the color of the world, and you can't see as they all run past you, and they're like to Pyromancer Fight Tavern. Woo!
I get all the colors, guys!
I use my Oppie to grab one of them by the by the coat and kind of lift him up and be like, do be a little considerate of the guests around here.
You don't have to worry about us. We're going to a place that's way better than here.
Where are you going?
We'll come back and be quiet and sleep and stuff.
And where might you be headed to?
You know, the place where you get the good stuff. The place where you don't get noise complaints.
I'm gonna say telepathically, sounds like a win for us.
Yeah.
Well, then I suppose you can show us the way then.
What?
You're so drab. Why would you want to go to a place that's so much better than here? Don't you want quiet? It's all noise there.
You sparked my curiosity, I suppose.
All right, old man. Come with me. Show you where the cool kids are. Where Pyromancer Phi is. And he starts leading you guys back towards like.
Oh no. He's. I think the only person he's leading is Quinn.
All right. Well.
Well, depends. Is Max still tripping on catnip?
So you're yeah. I guess your eyes would be clearing by now.
He just kind of rubs them, and his pupils go back to the normal slit pupils instead of just being like the huge cat is about to jump on something pupils.
Well, I'd be lying if I'd say my curiosity wasn't piqued too.
But they said they're going for the good stuff. The good stuff is always bad stuff.
I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be everything there was here, except more so.
Well, the shopkeep said something's up with that stuff. Like, why are they so addicted to it?
It's not addictive, bro. It's a choice. You can
Yeah,
stay
stop
up all
whenever I
night,
want.
or you can't.
Okay, maybe
You
we
had-
should go.
Do you have some on Yanya? Do you have like an empty bottle or container of it?
No, but I mean, we got some in our room.
Can we see it?
Yeah, bro. It's just trash.
Okay. Go
So
get
you-
one for us.
Yeah, he goes in, comes back out with just like a regular old disposable little thing that they have out here.
Is it like
And,
a beer can or?
It looks like pretty much like a styrofoam like coffee cup. Like they probably like got a little like kettle of it and then just poured it out for themselves in there. Like there's like a little bit in there. That's all that's left of the stuff. I mean, maybe you guys did us a favor by making us having to go back and refuel.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
He's just looking at Quinn.
Well, you still gotta show me this place.
All right. I promise you it's a legitimate business, mister. Nothing weird going on. At least nothing weirder than you geezers ruining parties.
What did we do?
I'm not a geezer.
Well, I don't know if all of yous is with is with Mr. Tallhead over here, but he at the very least is a party pooper.
He's
You
not
see-
a geezer either.
Have you seen more like him before?
What, you mean tall people? Very funny. He's not exactly very tall as yourself.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna kind of examine this cup and smell what's inside and all the leftover whatever is in there.
Yeah, it smells like coffee.
I'm gonna pull out Luna and have her drink some.
Animal abuse.
All right. Make a Constitution saving throw, Luna.
How's the bat? Okay. Oh, I was gonna roll my real dice here. Okay. -1 con for a bat.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
$10. 10.
I'll let you re-roll that since we're coming up on the end of the episode.
Let's go again. 5.
Yeah, so
fine.
you have her take a sip of it, and then it is filled up with another liquid as you hear a tiny squeak and a
Retching.
I just gotta set the cup on like a desk or table or something.
Oh no.
Yeah. Do what that guy did in the beginning of Jurassic Park.
Oh my.
That's nasty.
I'm like, are the rest of you gonna follow Quinn, or is Quinn on his own here?
I'm gonna follow Quinn.
Max will follow Ferris.
I'm
He's
not
like,
gonna
oh,
stay
this is
here by
really weird.
myself.
Normally the cats run away from the authority.
What'd he say?
You said this is really weird. Normally the cats run away from authority.
Well, excuse you.
That's kind
I
of
am
like
a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, this is a Marleybonian kid, I should say. So this is a dog.
it's kind of specious, sir.
Hey man, I'm just telling you what I see.
Well, what you see is a law-abiding citizen, I'll have you know.
I
Yeah.
guess that's true. It's just law-abiding citizens normally don't like to hang out with the law either. Like to enjoy themselves, you know what I mean?
Well, it depends on what you mean by enjoy yourself.
Do anything but hang around them. It's boring.
I'm starting to wonder who's not the law-abiding citizen here.
I'm just starting to wonder what this whole conversation is about.
You're talking with a college student. What do you think it's about? It's about nonsense.
You made this whole thing about us having a good time. Now you want us to take you to what's having a good time look like. And
Look.
as you get closer, it's like he's going back to the campus. You know that that across the street McDonald's that every campus seems to have. It's like one of those.
This is the way you're supposed to speak with them. So I have some poetry here, sir. Would you like to review it?
You want me to read poetry on
Well-
summer break?
Well, quiet. It goes like this. I am darkness. I am the moon. I unite the darkness and moon. I am bat. I fly. I feed. I am darkness. I begin like starting little jazz hands, snapping my fingers.
It was starting to get interesting until we talked about the moon and like pretty things. I want a bit more blood in there, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a work in progress. I'll refine it.
Yeah. Vampires, very good inspiration.
I think the politicians are vampires.
Yeah, it's so true, man. Like people go in and then they just don't come out. Whenever they do, they always have this horrible expression on their face.
And like instead of sucking blood, it's taxes. They suck money from you.
Well, I mean that's just what it means to exist. Everyone just wants your money.
Yeah, so they're
You
vampires.
just breathe and they say that's mine. That's my money.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Use knows what's up.
Yeah, I know. It's everything that's wrong is the corporation's fault.
Yeah, exactly. They're always trying to make us take these stupid surveys and then sell us more junk, and then the things come up at our house like it's too much, man. I can't believe that they're trying to sell us stuff.
Yeah, it's like they're the ones. The corporations send the politicians to do bad corporation things to us. And
You're so right, brother. You're so right.
All right, you two, that's enough.
I can't.
Why don't you just take us there? I don't got all night.
Okay. And takes you to like this to this place. You can tell that it's like this is definitely like where a lot of like the kids have like their jobs here, because you know how they get the job and then they really don't want to be there, so they just do the absolute bare minimum to keep the place running. It's like that. And the rest of the boys that ran past are in here, and the lights are going off again. They've all got a bunch of seemingly different kinds of drinks that are supposed to keep you awake: energy drinks, coffee, tea, that kind of thing. And the sign says we do not serve hot sauce.
Okay, so it's just like a normal party. Is there anything
Weird
going on, or like any fights or anything?
No, they're just jamming out in there. They're using the color spray spell to do some disco ball action on the inside. And he's like, my brothers, we back. And Mr. Tall, as you can see, there's nothing weird going on here. Sniff every drink in the parlor. Take a sip of everything in the parlor. There's nothing weird going on here. Ain't that right, Jimmy John? And Jimmy John just turns around and says, my name's Carl. Well, you see, Jimmy John, it's called alliteration, my friend. It's way cooler than Carl Petunia. And by the way, your last name sucks, bro. I could kick you out, you know. This is my full-time job. But then you don't get the pizzazz. Anyway, so that's Jimmy John. Ask him anything you want. He like joins his league of college students.
Max just kind of waves and says, "Hi, Carl."
Yeah.
He's just like, hello.
Carl, I was wondering if you had any of that third G energy drink everyone's been talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty much my exclusive stock at this point. It sells better than everything else, and you know, we make it ourselves here, while the students do, and you know, I've seen it with them. We got a little bit of stuff in there to keep them going. It's good for their studies, it seems. They seem to be doing better off of this stuff, and they're relatively happy, and it's harmless.
Where's it come from?
We make it. It's just, well, as far as the raw ingredients, we ship them in like anything else, but otherwise we just mix it together ourselves.
I see.
They seem rather addicted to it.
He shrugs. I mean, if it keeps them going, I guess. But I mean, it's like if you, like, I mean, I think they could stop any time they want. They just don't want to.
That's what we call an addiction.
I mean, addictions sometimes you can't stop when you do want to.
Yeah, but I think that's just they say that, but they don't mean that.
I don't know, some kids have come in here, tried a sip, walked out, and did not have any problems. Some of them came here a few times, and then got bored and just stopped coming altogether. Namely the ones on the other side of town, but they didn't see anything worth sticking around here for, or when they went through their crates, they didn't order more. Well, crates is a bad term. Their friends would load up on some and send it to them, and eventually they just quit.
Has anything suspicious been happening around here lately?
I mean, other than these kids having endless amounts of energy all day and all night and able to perform really well in their studies because of it, I don't think so.
Well, thank you for your time, Carl. I think my curiosity is more than satisfied at this point.
Alright, well, it's nice talking to someone who isn't under the age of 20 for a bit.
Yeah. Just if you see anything suspicious regarding this, we'll probably be in town for a few days, so just we'll be staying at the inn name over there.
Okay. Well, we'll see if anything happens, and I'll be sure to let that happen. And you hear in his voice that he sounds tired, but do an insight check.
Who?
All of us, or
Everyone, yeah.
Okay.
Or whoever isn't distracted by the disco balls.
insight?
19.
Oof. 13.
6.
7.
Max, he doesn't look tired at all. He's definitely acting.
Ah.
And that's what you discover when you leave the place.
Okay. Well, when we leave, Max is gonna say, he was putting on a show.
Did it deceive us, or?
Well, he was acting tired, but he wasn't. I think he's taking his own product.
Well, it seems like a bit of an odd situation, but I don't see anything too worth investigating after that.
You know, maybe we could call him out on it.
I don't know if that would yield anything. If you
I don't
really
know.
want to get to the bottom of this, a bit of snooping might
It
help,
is.
but
It is rubbing me the wrong way. There's something a little fishy about this.
You want me to see if I can get in like a back door or something and see what the ingredients they have are?
I really think you guys are reading way deeper into this than you need to.
Probably.
yeah, I'm willing to just leave it there. I was curious, and now I've gotten way more than I bargained for. We have more important concerns than a bunch of university students in their off time.
Okay.
All right. Is that all you're going to be doing for today as you get your long rest benefits and the such?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Max is being awfully quiet.
You guys hear them coming back in. They are not quiet as they tend to be. It might wake you up at some point. And then they file into the room. You can hear them for a while. And then it just simmers down.
Like abruptly, or
Not abruptly, but it's not like it's like a 1-by-1 kind of a deal. So it's like there's sound, and then there's less, and then less, and then less. It's gradual, but not as gradual as you'd think it would be. As natural sleep would be.
And this is happening after we've woken up in the morning?
No, this is
Okay.
like in the night.
Okay.
yeah.
Then
Just toss over.
what's everyone's passive perception?
Not very good.
14.
I can see. So does that impact anything?
I
Right, so
mean,
you don't
are
have
you
to sleep.
standing outside the door?
No, but like I am conscious and aware of my surroundings.
I'll let you just
Otherwise-
roll it then.
Okay.
Minus 12.
Wait a minute.
Let's see, 12. He said mine is not minus.
That's
That
what
is
I heard.
correct.
Ooh, 21.
Ooh, nice.
All right, so let's see where this roll. Oh, it went in there. I see. So you hear several sets of footsteps leaving the building. Not a couple. You think every single student has left in the middle of the night.
Like after being rowdy and calming down, or
Yep.
They all unanimously left, just quietly.
I'll poke my head out the window real quick and see where they're going.
Like, do you have well, I mean, not even dark vision could help you here. It's pretty dark, but there's some figures going down the street.
There's no there's no street lights, or
Not really. There's a couple like things that have been hit with like maybe a light spell or something, but not a ton. Enough to let you see that there's a bunch of not really juveniles, young adults leaving, going back down the street.
okay.
They seem to be the same ones that you absconded before.
Is there anything odd about the way they walk, or
Not really.
okay?
At least not that you can tell from the window.
I'll just close the window and go back to my self-repair sequence.
All right. And yeah, the day rolls over, and that is the end of the session. Dun dun dun.
Nice. Do we get a long rest, or?
Yeah, you guys got the benefits of a long rest because you're staying in civilization.
Yeah. When she woke me up, I could have sent a bat after him.
Quinn has lost interest in these buffoons.
Well, anyways, with
Alright.
that being the end of the session,
Yeah.
Yeah, we will end it here. Goodbye. No outro.
Bye.
outros are
Bye.
difficult.